Well, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Coach Black, your internet relationship and breakup coach. Today's topic: when you give your ex what they ask for, they will push you away. Now, I know you might be thinking that doesn't make any sense. Okay, if your ex is complaining about something, then you have to be doing everything in your power to fix things. And while that may seem like the natural solution, in most cases it does the opposite. It repels them. And in this video, I'm going to tell you why. See, first and foremost, you must understand that the reason behind most breakups is that attraction and interest level has dropped beyond a threshold where the person that left actually wants to stay in the relationship with you. So if you think about love and attraction on a spectrum from 1 to 10, let's call 50% or 5 the halfway point. Anytime attraction falls below 50%, is under 5, then typically that person is going to leave the relationship. There's not enough incentive or motivation to want to fix things. Now, you might be thinking that, okay, well, if I do exactly what they're asking me for, then that's going to draw them to me. Let me explain to you why it doesn't work that way. And there's two main reasons, okay? Let's assume that for the most part, you are a good boyfriend or girlfriend, right? But over time, your ex just lost feelings for you. You aren't perfect, you made mistakes, but for all intents and purposes, you did try to be there for them, you tried to love them, you showed affection for them, but for whatever reason, they just seem to lose interest over time. And so when they walk away from you, if you think about it truthfully and honestly, while you weren't perfect, you didn't necessarily do anything wrong. You were just being yourself. And if there was enough desire and attraction in that person, they would have stayed and done the work and stayed in the relationship and worked things out. So you have to look at their actions at face value. When they walk away from you, in subtle ways, they are betting against you. They are saying that they can do better than you, and they are saying that they have better opportunities and options in the dating market outside of you. And this in of itself is an insult. Now, you shouldn't take it personally, but when you understand that someone dumping you, mistreating you is a negative thing, going above and beyond to do things to please them is actually lessening your value. And this is why when your ex breaks up with you and tells you, well, they want you to do this and they want you to do that. And again, for the most part, you weren't perfect, but you made some mistakes. When they're making all of these demands, that's not truthfully the problem. And so when you scramble into fixing all of these things, when your ex doesn't even have any interest in you, you're wasting your time. They're giving you an assignment that they really don't care if you fix or if you solve in this moment. The first thing that you must do is to raise their attraction first. When their interest level or attraction creeps back up to beyond 50%, then they will have more of a genuine interest and they will reach out to you. And from that point, you can start to actually work on the issues that the relationship may have had. But you must understand, attraction and intimacy must come first. Not all of these problems, because in most cases, your ex is just giving you all of these lists of problems which really have nothing to do with anything, to give you a reason for the breakup so you can leave them alone. Think about it. Some examples are, let's say you were in a long distance relationship. Everything has been fine, and all of a sudden, 3 years down the line, this person is telling you, oh, you're too far away and this is a problem. The truth is, that's not the core problem. The core issue is attraction. This is why giving your ex what they want or what they are asking for at the time of a breakup is a mistake. Now let's look at the second scenario. The second scenario is when you were actually not a great boyfriend or girlfriend. Your ex or your partner has been telling you time after time after time to fix this or fix that, and you genuinely know it is something that you could have improved on. It's not just a personality trait. Let's say you were not affectionate. Let's say you were rude or condescending. Let's say you were cheating all the time, and they constantly told you about it, talked to you about it, but you never seemed to care when you were in the relationship. Well, when they finally decided that enough is enough and they wanted to walk away from you, okay, granted, you should apologize. You should try to fix things and make things better. But if they choose to walk away, you need to give them space. Even though you legitimately did something wrong, their interest level right now is still low. And absence and distance can help you rebuild the interest level. Now let's talk about the issues and the problems that you have. If you come back instantly after a week of the breakup and you say, oh, I've worked on myself, I've changed this, I'm not gonna cheat anymore, or I've been to therapy, I've been to counseling. In a lot of cases, it actually upsets your ex further because they're thinking, after all of this time and years, I've given you the opportunity to change and fix things. And the moment that I walk away, all of a sudden, you've done a complete 180. You can see how it's not very believable that you've actually changed. And that's the problem. This is why giving them what they're asking for or fixing the problem within 1 or 2 weeks is never going to solve the bigger issues that you've broken in the past. Time is always going to be necessary for your ex to believe that you're actually making progress and changing. And so no contact, space, and distance not only helps you rebuild that attraction and interest, even when they walked away from you for legitimate reasons. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. But the more time you spend apart and you're working on yourself, you're trying to change the mistakes that you made, right? You're working on improving. The more time apart you have with your ex, the more believable it actually is. Now they can actually see that you spend some time to reflect and you understand the places where you went wrong. And it hasn't been a week. It's been a month. It's been 2 months, maybe even 3. And now you can show, when they start to show more interest in you, that you're a completely different and changed person. Anyway, if you like this video, go ahead and like it right now. It truly does mean a lot. It helps the channel and gets this content out to other people who need it. Plus, it costs you nothing, but it makes a world of difference. I really do appreciate it. If you want to talk to me one-on-one, the quickest way to do so is to click the first link in the description. And let me know your thoughts. If you have concerns or questions, or you want to ask anything about your breakup, go ahead and drop it in the comment section below. I am busy, but I will do my best to answer at least a couple of questions, especially the first few comments that come in. So I really do appreciate it, and thank you. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of the future videos that I put out on this YouTube channel about relationships and breakups. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.